No, I'm not surprised, and I want to differentiate what Seattle did from what some other guys did. I thought what Seattle did was awesome. I thought it represented the day, 9/11. 9/11 is about unity. 9/11 is about, it's what the social justice warriors say they want America to be. Hey, be colorblind, sacrifice for others, fair. That's what 9/11 is. When those men and women in uniform of all colors, all sexual orientations ran into those towers to save lives, oh, I'm only gonna save white lives. No, they were about saving any life they could. They sacrificed for all of us, and they were people of all different walks of life, sexual orientation, everything. That's what 9/11 is about. This here, the black raised fist and all, completely tone deaf. It's again, I want you to go first because I have a little bit more to say. I respond to that.
Well, I mean, I believe freedom gives you the right to be wrong. And so I think when people express opinions and it creates dissent and argument is a very, very healthy thing. There's no jailing or beheadings in this country. We have a right to vehemently disagree. And young people increasingly have opinions. Minorities have opinion. Women have opinion. Groups who haven't had opinions now have power, and I'm for it. I also think there's something I hear all the time. This is not the right time. I've always had this belief on my radio show. When Kirby Puckett passed away, that day I came out and talked about the allegations from many women regarding Kirby Puckett. People were outraged with me. They said it's not the right time. And I said, tell the women that. What is the right time? A week later, 2 weeks, 3 weeks? The right time to do something you strongly believe in is the minute you strongly believe in it. So I will defend the right to protest. And again, freedom gives us all the right to be wrong, not just right, and I'm okay with it.
I agree with you. I'm someone who has protested or offered dissent at the wrong time. I'll give you an example. Steve McNair died, and I was hosting Jim Rome's radio show shortly thereafter, maybe a day or two after, and I was critical of Steve McNair and the outside his marriage relationship that he was in that eventually cost him his life. It was the wrong time for me to offer any dissent on that and offer my opinions about Steve McNair. And I had to apologize for that to Jim Rome and some people. So you can protest and offer dissent at the wrong time. And so I want to get to my word of the day, and it's about freedom. And what I say freedom is actually freedom, D-U-M-B. Because without the dumb, you don't have the freedom. The power or right to act, speak, or think foolishly, childishly, non-strategically, and self-destructively as you want to the sheer delight and applause of people pretending to care about you. That's what we witnessed, to me, with the black raised fist, the black power salutes, the kneeling down. 9/11, and I'm all for a protest. I'm all for challenging the establishment. My record on that speaks for itself, challenging the establishment in a real way. On 9/11, the day people lived out the dream in tragedy, the dream that Martin Luther King expressed about judging people on the content of their color and moving past your biases, people in uniform, firemen, policemen, first responders, of all colors, ran into those buildings and sacrificed their lives for people. This is what social justice warriors say they want.
But you have to remember, like anything that's seen as anti-military, we've got dozens of memorials, dozens of days that we celebrate the military. You could argue that in some state, in every jurisdiction and area code, there's a celebration of our American military. 9/11 is a unique day in American history, a tragic day. But this goes beyond that. This goes beyond the Colin Kaepernick, don't do it in the stadium. Colin Kaepernick, don't do it in San Diego. They're celebrating the military. The Kaepernick issue has always been about it wasn't the right place. We all defend his right to protest. It's always been about the day it lands and the place it lands. And to that I say, there's never a wrong time to do what you perceive as a human being to do the right thing.
And I'll say this, if I thought people were throwing up their fists, kneeling down, and really knew what they were doing, I'd be all for it.
But again, that goes back to you have the right to be wrong. Not everybody that votes is a well-informed voter, but they have the right to vote.
Again, and you mentioned the military. I don't see what's going on here being about the military as much as a protest about the police. And trust me, I've had my problems with the police, and I've said it on this show time. I lost a family member to police brutality. But on 9/11, police, firemen, first responders did the absolute right thing.
Yes.
Everything that people say they want. And you can't celebrate that?
And they did it. But again, I think you're getting caught up.
Can't be respectful of that. Too many people lost their lives in great sacrifice that they can't be respectful of that.
I would argue that what makes America different and unique is our right on 9/11 to upset people.
100%. Freedom. We got it.